Many Chicago public schools are struggling to fill teaching positions, but a new investigation from Block Club Chicago reveals staffing is such a big issue at one school, a student ended up teaching the class. Joining us now is Block Club Chicago reporter Mina Bloom, who actually did this story. Mina, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
First, I have to ask you, how did you learn about this particular incident of a student actually teaching a chemistry class?
Yeah, so at the end of last school year, I heard from a teacher who shared some really real concerns about the school. She felt like there were staffing issues at the school that were having a detrimental impact on student learning. And I took that concern really seriously, and I dived in and talked to dozens of teachers, school employees, and students. And along the way, I encountered Carolina, who is the student you're referring to, who taught two classes at Clemente because both teachers left, her chemistry class and her algebra class. So in the course of that reporting, I met that student.
So when you spent time with Carolina, who I think definitely taught the class for an extended period of time, I know subs were in and out, was the administration aware that this was occurring, that an actual student was leading this class?
That's a great question. I don't know to what extent the administration was aware, but I do know that Carolina actually created a petition to get a permanent chemistry teacher, and she got dozens of student signatures and delivered it to the principal. And I know the principal received that petition and did hire a chemistry teacher the following year. But I don't know, to what extent he knew that there was a student teaching that class and the algebra class that I mentioned earlier. I know that there were other teachers in the building who knew because they were helping Carolina form lesson plans.
Did the union know about this? I mean, if teachers knew, they're CTU members, did the union know, and did they step in any way?
That I don't know. The union didn't comment on my story.
I noticed that. I didn't mean to throw a curveball at you, but
no,
that just
fine.
Occurred to me. I know that teacher shortages is an ongoing problem, not just in Chicago, statewide, across the country, but you definitely focused on Clemente as being an example of how extreme the situation is at that school. What did the administration say about when you reached out to the administration? Because I know parents certainly would not be comfortable with a student teaching fellow students.
Yeah, I have been in kind of constant communication with CPS, and they have maintained throughout our communication that they don't feel like Clemente has staffing issues. They have pointed to their own records, their own figures, and they say that the teacher retention rate at the school has been relatively stable in recent years.
Yeah, but absence rates, though, right, is the issue. It's a double-edged sword here. It is. It's the number of teachers, but it's also teachers who are calling out sick.
Exactly, and that's what I was going to get to. It's also about the teacher absences, and they said that across the district they are trying to bring down chronic teacher absenteeism by connecting teachers with wellness programs and reminding them of their benefits. And they're also supporting principals who choose to discipline employees for a lot of absences.
Okay, and quickly, in television, in the world of television and streaming, Mina, we have some time constraints, but real quickly, what is next? Where do what happens next in regards to this issue for you as a reporter?
Yeah, I'm going to continue to report on this issue. There are other schools dealing with teaching shortages, staffing issues, and I am very open to talking to teachers, students, parents about this issue and continuing to really delve into how this impacts students.
Yep.
And that's what I tried to do with this story.
Well, it's a really important story because, again, it is like a concrete example of a much potentially bigger issue and concern. So Mina Bloom, investigative reporter at Block Club Chicago, thanks so much for joining us, and I look forward to your follow-up reports.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, take care.